morning. Good morning. Good morning, Corona. My name's Nadege and I'm here live at GMC to report my book project, My Sister the Vampire, Revamped. The author is Sienna Mercer. She lives in Toronto, Ontario, and lives with her two cats, Callisto and Angel. She writes her books in her attic, surrounded by photos she's taking during her travels. She got the idea of the book in a daydream she had. She's always wanted a twin sister, but never had one. Main settings: Ivy's house and the Ash office. Main characters: Ivy and Olivia, Ivy's dad, Brendan and his father, Miss DeBoard and Mrs. Boris. Why the characters are important. Ivy and Olivia are important because they are the twins from the story. Ivy's dad is important because he doesn't want to see Olivia until she has to take an important test at Ivy's house. Brendan and his dad are important because his dad lets them take some twin tests, and Brendan does a distraction to get the twins into the Ash office. Mr. Boros and Mrs. DeBoard are important because they give Olivia the 3 tests. Summary: when Olivia tells her parents that she has a twin sister and her name is Ivy, Olivia's parents become excited and invite her over for dinner. In the morning at school, Olivia asks Ivy if she had talked to her dad about being a twin, and asked if she could have dinner with her and her family tonight. After she said yes to the dinner part, she said no, but promised she would after school and then go to her house. When she told her dad had problems believing her because it was so sudden. And to make matters worse, she had to tell her dad that she told Olivia about the vampire secret. She slowly stepped out and walked to Olivia's house. When she got there, Olivia's mom was surprised that Ivy was goth because Olivia was a colorful cheerleader. When Ivy got home, her dad told her that they were moving to Europe since he accepted each other. She was so confused that he made that decision. He knew that she had just met her twin sister. At school, Sophia, their best friend, was with Ivy and then asked Olivia to follow them to the bathroom. In the bathroom, Ivy's eyes were red from crying. They asked what was wrong. She answered, "I'm moving to Europe." They looked at each other in a sad way and started crying. When Olivia went home, she told her parents that Ivy was moving. Her mom was sad and offered to take them to the mall the following day. Olivia invited Ivy to go shopping, but when Olivia got to her house, Olivia didn't want to go to the mall. Didn't want to go shopping and wanted to do some research about their biological parents. Ivy and Olivia already started researching about their biological parents, but didn't get any information. They thought they would find something because they found a mark on their rings, but out of everything they saw, they didn't find anything. The next day, Ivy saw Mr. Daniels at the arcade. Mr. Daniels is Brendan's father. At the arcade, he asked her if her and her sister could take DNA tests since he was a scientist, and because he was wondering if vampires and humans can have regular families. She agreed and called Olivia. Both of them were excited to finally prove that Olivia has a right to know the vampire secret. Right after school, Olivia, Brandon, and Ivy went to the Vision building to take the DNA test. After they took the test, Brandon faked a disease so Ivy and Olivia could sneak into the Ash office to find out about their parents. Once they were in the place, they looked in some files and found out that their parents are the Lasers, and a famous family that knew the vampire secret, even if the mom was a human. The next day, Olivia had to go to Ivy's house. Mr. Boris and Miss DeBoard explained why they were there and gave Olivia the 3 tests to see if she was worthy to know the vampire secret. The first test she had to take was the test of darkness. She had to sleep in a coffin all night until dusk. The second test was the test of faith. Ivy told Olivia that she would be there at the second test, but she wasn't there, and Olivia didn't do the test without Ivy there. And the third test was to vow she wouldn't tell anyone the secret and had to put a drop of blood on the vow paper. She passed all of the tests and didn't lose her sister. Surprisingly, for passing the test, Ivy's dad threw her a party for passing the test. During the party, Olivia, unfortunately, drank blood and became dizzy. She unintentionally went to Ivy's dad's office and saw a box that had the engraving from the ring her sister found and took to her room and laid her down. When Olivia returned to normal, she told her dad had a box with the engraving. Ivy didn't believe her, but invited her over the next day when Ivy's dad wasn't home, and that they would look for the box then. Then, when she got there, they started looking in some cabinets. Then suddenly, Ivy found a secret passageway. And then they looked. Olivia looked they found a box and looked through pictures, and they found that Ivy's dad was both of their dad. And they found out that Ivy's dad is both of their dad, and that their mom died. Then suddenly, their dad pulled up. They looked at each other in an odd way.